These days. Well, so many people across southwest Louisiana. This is just a second blow in about 6 weeks, and one of the hardest hit areas last time from Laura was Sulphur.
Our Chris Welty standing by in Sulphur with the latest on conditions there. Chris, how are things at this point?
Hey, Jim, Marcel, y'all are right. Sulphur was hit extremely hard during Hurricane Laura, and they're bracing as Hurricane Delta comes ashore. Now, we have moved inside our hotel. We are staying at the Comfort Suites just off of I-10. We're at exit 23 here in the Sulphur area. But because we had to move inside, staff, they wanted to close these doors. During Hurricane Laura, the front door, the sliding door, actually was blown off, and we were told that this door almost came off as well. So they're trying to protect everyone here at the hotel. That's why they have these doors locked. But they have had a few guests come in from off the road, so they have been trying to keep paying attention, and they'll open these doors, let the person in, but close them as quickly as possible. And they have other signs on they have signs, I should say, on the other doors as well, asking guests not to open them because they do want to keep everyone safe. They're worried about those doors possibly coming off, but very safe hotel. We're told that they had minimal damage during Hurricane Laura, which is definitely some good news. But once again, people here in southwest Louisiana, they're bracing for Hurricane Delta's impact. And of course, there's so many piles of debris. Crews have been working around the clock trying to remove that debris, but with Hurricane Delta coming ashore, that work had to stop. But those piles, they're still on the side of the road, and a lot of people, they're worried that those piles will become projectiles. Earlier, we went just about 10 minutes up the road into the Gilmore Acres neighborhood, and we caught up with the family that we've been following since Hurricane Laura. And while we were there shooting that story, the wife, Miss Lauren DePriest, she said that she could hear debris hitting her garage. Now, during Hurricane Laura, she had about 6 trees fall in her yard. Fortunately, none of them fell on her house, so that's some good news. But she does have other trees on her property that have some dead growth, and she's worried that those trees might come down. Her kids did evacuate. She brought them to Shreveport on Wednesday. She has 4 kids. She didn't want them inside the house while Hurricane Delta was coming ashore, but she said as soon as power is restored that she will bring them back home. Now, power did flicker here at our hotel, but we still have power right now. Cable service that has gone in and out a little bit, but there are a lot of utility crews also staying here at the hotel. This is pretty much the only hotel in the area that is still open aside from the Golden Nugget and LaBerge over in the Lake Charles area. So these crews, they're just waiting for Delta to pass so that way they can get back out and start doing the work that they need to. But I do want to show you the conditions outside. I know we can't open any of the doors, so we're going to just show you through this window right here. We're going to peel the curtain back a little bit. It does look like the wind and rain has calmed down a little bit here in the Sulphur area, but it is still whipping quite hard, and you can see that there's that 18-wheeler that we showed you during one of our previous live shots. It parked right behind a building, so it's trying to use that building as a barrier to protect from the wind, so that way that truck won't topple over. Of course, that is a real concern. We saw that during Hurricane Laura. We saw from our hotel room when we stayed at the LaBerge during Hurricane Laura, we saw a truck topple over in the parking lot over at the Golden Nugget. So just a lot of people right here in Sulphur. They're bracing, they're hoping for the best, they're praying, they're hoping that the damage isn't much worse than what they've already had to deal with. But of course, we're going to continue monitoring the conditions here in Sulphur and bring you the very latest as it does become available. Live in Sulphur, Chris Welty, KATC TV3.